It's essential for you to understand the licensing laws we discussed earlier. But there are a few other important laws relating to our jobs we must be familiar with also. Let's start with the Subdivided Land Act. In order to be sold legally, subdivided lands in Minnesota must be registered or exempt from that registration. Subdivided lands include lots, points, timeshares, and fractional share ownership. The Securities Unit of the Minnesota Department of Commerce is responsible for regulating the sale and marketing of subdivided lands and ensuring they're registered. There are two ways subdivided lands can be registered in Minnesota: registration by notification and by qualification. Registration by notification is for those proposing a project of 100 or fewer tracts of land. Registration by qualification is for sales of 101 or more lots of land. As you may guess, larger projects have more requirements than smaller ones, and the sellers are required to pay higher fees for registration. Certain land is exempt from registration, such as that sold by the federal government. Examples can also include leased apartments, stores or offices, and cemetery lots. Next, let's examine Securities Acts. Securities are an investment in a business. They can be purchased in the form of stocks, bonds, loans, or mortgages. The Securities Act of 1933 is a federal law requiring that all securities sold to the public must be registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. Securities must also provide mandated information to potential investors about the securities being offered and the seller as well. Many financial transactions require the use of securities, which must be registered under federal and state laws or have a listed exemption. Securities can be offered through both public and private sources. A public offering is one that's openly offered on the market. This usually occurs when a bank acts as an underwriter and purchases the entire security in order to issue it for a specific price for resale to the public. Public securities must be registered with the SEC and require a letter of agreement and disclosure statement. Private securities are sales of equity or debt to a smaller group of investors. Private offerings don't require a disclosure statement to be filed with the SEC, but do require that a statement of disclosure be provided to potential investors. Securities are registered for three main reasons: protecting investors, ensuring that markets are fair, and reducing systemic risks. Although every agent may not deal with issues that require consulting the Subdivided Lands Act or securities, it's still important to be aware of these laws.